Oh, quick, tell me about Vivaldi.
No, let's get into this, right? Vivaldi was huge in his lifetime. So the idea of lost songs does come into it, but he was massive. He was absolutely massive. When he was at his like most...
Big fat cunt.
Yeah, no, he's mad skinny. Mad skinny. Mad skinny lad. So skinny. He was getting commissions from like European royalty. And the kind of downfall for him was when he met Emperor Charles the Sixth, I think it's the Sixth, he moved to Vienna hoping, because he was a priest and it was kind of a whole religious thing where he got in with him. Just the thing about Vivaldi, he wasn't really all into the music. I think he had one slight fling with a woman. That's all I can get from this. I wanted to find a bit of dirt and nothing.
Were priests allowed fucking rail on mutts?
This was before. Anyway, so he moved to Vienna hoping for a royal support. So that's how you hook in with them and they're getting you writing stuff for them. You're sorted for the rest of your life. So you moved there.
You essentially needed a sponsor, didn't you?
Exactly, yeah. Or just some sort of commissions and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, a sponsor. So as soon as he moved to Vienna, Emperor Charles dies, leaving Vivaldi sort of fucked. In terms of, just don't rail at me for fucking this, lads. If you listen to this going, that's not what happened in Vivaldi in 1700s.
I doubt anybody listening to Lost Art is a classical music expert.
Well, I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to bring a bit of classical and trying to bring a bit of fucking class into this.
We talked about doing a classical episode for ages.
Yeah, we did. So he was, the one thing at this point, he was a massive influence on Bach. Now, Bach was grand, but Vivaldi died very, very poor and unmarried and very, very poor. So what happens is then, there's no internet back then, obviously.
That it wouldn't want to be like.
There really isn't. Yeah. So your music can die.
Yeah.
If people aren't, if your music is not popular. So what happened was he was Baroque and classical was really coming into it and stuff like that. So his stuff was dying off as he died. So therefore, Vivaldi's music literally kind of went very, very, very flat with everyone. So it was 1741 that he died. I'm reading this because I wrote it down.
I was only about 2.
I'd say I was about 6. Yeah. So
what happened? You have one of them big hoops you hit a stick with down through the streets?
Jeez, I couldn't afford one of them. If there was a wheel that's going on some sort of vehicle that I didn't own. Yeah, no, absolutely wouldn't own a vehicle wheel. No.
There was a dog we used to kick, though.
Blackie.
Blackie is dog.
Whatever you call dogs, Blackie.
For real. Yeah, that's the real thing.
Now. That's up until a few years ago.
Yeah.
Blackie the dog.
Blackie the dog. There's Blackie.
Can't be doing that
now.
You can't be doing that now. You have to make me lose me spot. You have to make me lose me spot on me Vivaldi.
Vivaldi dies penniless.
Yeah. So his music sort of dies off.
Yeah.
Now there's probably a few people doing it a little bit. He was incredibly popular at the time, but we're talking years and years and years where people are moving on to different styles. Vivaldi's music is fucking dead in the water. It just is. It just is. So 1920s. This is fucking 200 years later. 200 years later, right? His sheet music was discovered in a monastery in Italy. And it led to people going, this stuff is good. Now, the thing about Vivaldi is he left a lot of notes beside his Four Seasons.
You ready for this? I'm going to do something that's never, ever been done before.
You're going to play a bit of it?
I'm going to play it. It's copyright free.
Not this version, isn't?
Yeah, it is.
No, the idea of the music is royalty free.
Yeah, the sheet music's free. Doesn't matter who plays it. We're just having it sitting in the background.
Absolutely throwing me off. Are you sticking that under your... This is one of my favourite bits of the Four Seasons. And the gas thing is, like, I'm not even a massive Vivaldi fan. I love Grieg. He's good, isn't he? I love Grieg. He's good. Jesus Christ.
I'm listening.
You're such a cunt.
I'm liking this.
This music?
Yeah.
Oh, it gets... By the end of it, he's just... It's fantastic. Now, I don't like all the Four Seasons. Yeah. That's why we mentioned Frankie Valli. So in the 20s, the sheet music was found again. It is. I'm going to do that to you. See how
it gets removed.
In the early 20th century, a guy called Fritz Kreisel does the concerto in C in the style of Vivaldi, and his reputation starts to come up again because they found the music again. It's his time now. Unfortunately, it's 200 years later again. But to be fair, Vivaldi was all right. You know, he had his time. His music did die off. He was trying to do a lot of operas, and he's prolific. Yeah. Like when we say prolific now, we think Killing Joke prolific. An album. This lad was just Jesus. Every day, he
Banging about.
probably woke up at like 7 in the morning, start doing a few operas, a few piano pieces. So it started to get quite popular again in the 20s, and that's kind of when Vivaldi and a load of other artists as well started to kind of boom again, and that's why they found loads of his stuff. Four Seasons wasn't one of the ones that was found, but it was found then as a result. People went digging, like we're doing now, except way better at it and playing it.
Good at it, like.
His music wasn't recorded until the 40s, and they're still finding. Well, I say they're still finding. 2006, I think, was the last time they found new Vivaldi. So the version I picked was the Fabio Biondi version with a European Galante. This makes me sound very fucking snobby. I'm going to level with you. I don't really like loads of the popular versions. Your man Nigel, what's his name?
The cook.
Yeah, no.
The chef.
He looks like him. He's not. That's what I used to mix them up as well. That's so weird.
There's a chef that plays fucking.
He's not a chef as well, though, is he?
Yeah, Nigel something plays the fuck. He's a chef. Plays.
Are you sure he's a chef?
100%. On the telly, lad. He was on the telly. I guarantee you.
Is he got a big lump on his neck from playing the film?
No, he had the big lump on his neck.
No, this is the lad that got the big lump on his neck. This is the good Nigel. Now, there's a version that everyone loves by him, but I picked this one because every time I listen to Vivaldi Four Seasons, there's all really, really fucking harsh violins. But I like this. It's also bringing it back to Italy again. The Fabio Biondi version with
Nigel Kennedy.
Nigel Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's not a chef.
He's a fucking chef, chap.
Is he?
Yeah.
I always thought that was me making, like, thinking.
No. Look at Nigel Kennedy.
I thought I was absolutely having a stroke years ago when I thought that, and I went, delete that from your brain. He wasn't a chef.
Now, hang on a second, And let me just get all this right here now, right? He has to be a fucking chef.
No, you're making the same mistake I did. He wore a white top, buttoned across, like a chef.
There can't be two lads that done all that.
You're mixing him up with like Heston Blumenthal or something.
No, that's way before him. Nigel Bleeding Kennedy. He's a violin player.
Where is he going to get time to make the perfect chips?
I'm trying to find out here now. I'm just looking for the word chef. I'm looking for the word chef like a fucking prick.
It would be in the first few lines of the Wikipedia. We're researching on the fly here, lads. I
have to know.
No.
He has to be.
It's not. I made that mistake.
Didn't he do like, he'd be like frying an egg and playing the piano or whatever he done?
You're having a full-on stroke right now.
I know, I'm stroking
the drink has probably kicked in.
Like
and also, it's kind of cold where we are and I'm taking my top off and I'll tell you why. The drink is kicking in. The drink is kicking in. Nigel Kennedy is not a chef. I had to say, he wears this top that makes him look like a chef.
He went out with Marky Smith's ex. Hang on.
And she taught me how to fry an egg.
Here now. Politics, hang on.
This is banana. It's not. Why didn't you type in Nigel Kennedy chef into Google if you're going to do that?
He lived in Krakow in Poland, I think, for a while. Politics.
So did you.
He's a socialist. Hang on.
He's not a chef. He's not a chef.
Hang on. He has to be a chef.
He has no time to be a chef. Anyway.
Come on, tell me about
who, Nigel Kennedy? No, that's so weird that I thought he was a chef as well for a while. He wears clearly a chef-looking top. This has gone. I thought he was a chef. This has gone awry. This has gone completely awry. Anyway, the reason that Vivaldi, Four Seasons, maybe not as much Four Seasons, but some of the other stuff went 200 years as a lost song. There's people listening to this right now going,
wouldn't you just edit this out?
Don't ever do classical music ever again.
No.
Because first of all, you think half of them are chefs. Second of all, you think Vivaldi's on the CDs when you're a teenager. He's on the CDs. He's on a CD. Somehow recorded digitally. I'm moving on. Vivaldi a lot of his music was missing for 200 years. He's in the lost song category. Now, here's your next one so I can absolutely fuck you up on this.
I don't really have too much investment in my next one.
Here's me doing so much research.
No, because, well, we were talking about that. I got a text message at me, Mrs. saying that she's going to throw my clothes into the bin because I left them all out. Because we recorded a video earlier. I was like, I'm going to put a nice shirt on. But I'm a big fat cunt, so none of my shorts fit me anymore. So I tried on about 6 shorts, and all of them are like up to my belly button and all. Like not only did my mid range get bigger, like I feel like I grew about 8 inches, and my arms turned into orangutan.
Do you know how when you're like we can suck in the gut, But when you feel it on the back of the shoulders,
Yeah, that's what it was.
how do you suck them in?
But, like, that's just
How do you suck the shoulders in?
That's you just getting hench, lads. That's all
No,
it is.
it's not.
It is.
It's the fat going,
Shut up.
we've nowhere else to go. We might as well go up to his
I
back.
literally tried on about 6 shorts, thinking I'm going to make a video. I'll look nice. Right?
I wore a Sis is a Mercy t-shirt for our
Yeah, you did. I wore a triple XL hoodie from Penny's.
yeah, kind of a fat coat.
That I washed it. No, because here's the problem. If you buy an XL anything out of Penny's, and wash it
Vivaldi.
becomes a medium.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, well,
so
listen,
yeah.
you know what you're getting into when you buy pennies.
Yeah, and also don't be listening to your missus. Like, just let her try her clothes out.
She's in anger. She's throwing your shit in.
She's actually throwing myself in the bin as we speak.
Lads, we need more Patreons for Gareth to buy new shorts now.
Clothes that fit me.
Who is your fourth one?
I don't remember. I picked a band called the Revels, and I picked a song called Conga Twist.
Don't know anything about them. Tell me about this.
Right.
Sounds like a punk band, but doing a conga twist.
No, it's not. The Revels would be mostly known as being part of the kind of California surf music phenomenon. Exactly. However, they predate it by an awful lot.
Really?
So would have been kind of mid late 60s. The surf phenomenon hits, and it's all the fucking Surfing USA bullshit that you've heard 1,000 million times. You'll have your Dick Dales, you'll have your fucking Beach Boys, you'll have all that malarkey happening. The Rebels started in the mid 1950s with the same style of music.
This would have been a good bit before Beach Boys and all that. Even.
Yeah, this would have been almost 10 years before Beach Boys were getting big with rip-off songs. Ooh, lifted songs.
And then they try to do Pet Sounds and get slagged over.
Get slagged, and it's still one of the greatest albums ever made.
Of course it is.
So in the 60s, there's a thing called the surf music craze, which is... it'd be a bit like the 90s boy band phase of...
Isn't it mad what you think about the boy band phase of back then? You go, those were the boy band back then. You're like, they're all wearing all their clothes and none of them are gay.
And they're all in shy as well. Like there might be one halfway decent looking one.
That big mallet-headed fucking ugly cunt was the best looking one.
Yeah, and he wrote all the best songs. Yeah, exactly. So they started in the mid 50s, but by the 60s they would have been included in this craze. Now the Rebels only released one album, and it's
I like
called,
one. We were going to do one and done at one stage, weren't we? We will do it. At one
The album is called Rebels on a Rampage. They started in high school. They released
like the Ramones.
Yeah, would have been. And the rock and roll high school, the surf music high school. They released a single called Six Pack in 1959, which would have been very much a proto
Black Flag song.
Yeah, but it's PAK for some reason. I don't get it.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird. Six Pack, 1959.
Nothing to do with Black Flag at all.
Nothing to do with Black Flag. Black Flag were living in their dad's balls at this stage, I think.
Ideas of having a ride.
Exactly.
There were 7 Black Flags thrown down the sink.
Exactly. Multiple Black Flags ran down fucking Mott's chins before this happened. What's that even?
Six Pack.
Jesus Christ almighty.
6 pack.
One album.
6 pack.
Oh.
I'm no, you know what?
$24 and a 6 pack to my name.
6 pack.
It's not even a good song.
Mike Patton covered that.
He did
For
the Memphis Tree. Or whatever it's, yeah, it's a great album.
Oh, fuck it, give me a zine.
It's real hard to find online actually because I wanted to use it before
On vinyl or CD?
on even Spotify.
I might have that on CD.
I have it on CD.
All right.
It doesn't exist on LP, I don't think.
I did the official DJing the official launch party of the movie in the Button Factory. That's
very
why
cool.
I have a copy of it. Anyway,
It's a great CD.
Yeah, it is
Has
fantastic.
the best version. The little sidetrack
Chuck D
before I
and all
go
is on
back. Yeah, everyone's on it. The greatest cover, the greatest Black Flag song is, to my mind, is Police Story, and they got Ice-T to do it.
that's really fucking good.
So good.
Yeah, it is. Anyway,
Anyway,
we're
the
not
Rebels,
talking about that.
We're not talking about
6 pack.
Ice-T or I
Flag.
keep going to grab you a bottle of wine and
Drink it, mate.
No, I
have
don't
a
drink
go of
wine.
it.
No, I'm from the north side. I can't drink it.
I'm from the north side.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
You're from like Blanchardstown.
That's the north side.
That's not.
Oh, whatever.
No, I'm not doing it. It's too far out, lad.
Right. We've gone.
Unless you can walk to town in 20 minutes.
Right. First of all, we went Roy. Now we've gone rogue. We've gone absolutely off the charts.
Anyway,
And we've loads left
is a
to
single.
do.
I know, let's do it. Before I need another piss. 6 Pack, 1959. The band ends when all of them are drafted into the military.
Drafted in.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They all get drafted into the fucking...
Not like Elvis style where you kind of hung around.
No,
getting
they all get
photos.
drafted into the military. Now, we all know the military is just jail with more running. So that's the end of fucking the Rebels. A lot of their stuff didn't really, it just kind of got obscurely fucking dissipated into time until a best of the Rebels was released in 1994. Like I said, one album and a couple of singles, and that was fucking it. But they essentially, not necessarily